Well, wasn't that fancy? Hey, everyone. Welcome. Jenn Maher here, Friday at 9:30, Success in Real Estate. And what a week it has been. All the crazies are out. Seriously, it's a tough time right now for people looking to purchase a home. I feel, and the real heroes right now are buyers agents. You guys, I don't know how you do it. God bless. So anyway, I decided to have one of my other best friends come on the show, who's actually pretty new to real estate and lives in the Dominican Republic. So let's hear what's going on there. So welcome, Tracy Pearson.
Good morning.
Good morning. So
Thanks
the
for
name,
having me on.
yeah, absolutely. So the name of the company is the Dominican Property Store. Is that correct?
That's absolutely right. Yep. So
Awesome.
this name's been going on for a little while, actually. Maybe about the name's been around for a while, but we rebranded about 6 months ago. So that's where we are right now.
Awesome. So you and I have a little real estate venture going in the DR, and we know that for 3 years, really nothing happened. And every time I visited the Dominican Republic, the same houses are still for sale. And then the pandemic hit, and what happened?
Basically, people were sitting at home, obviously, looking to get out of where they are now, looking for their dream, basically. And we decided to rebrand during COVID because, things were a bit slow at the start. So with my IT skills and my partner Simon's sales skills, we decided to partner together and rebrand as Dominican Property Store. So since then, we've had so many inquiries from America, from Canada, from Germany. Even though there's quite a lot of travel restrictions still, we're getting a lot of amount of inquiries. And a lot of people are actually starting to travel. They found somewhere online that they like. Some people are actually buying online without seeing the property, which is wow. Anyway, so we have lots of people coming down, all sorts of different properties that they're looking for. Could be a condo on the beach, it could be a villa in the countryside, but everything, and there's lots of movement right now, and it's really starting to pick up, which I'm so happy about.
Yeah. Well, it's good for everything. It's good for everybody. When the real estate market is healthy, everybody benefits.
Absolutely.
Our area, I say we are so blessed because of our proximity to Manhattan. We're sort of protected, You can say New York City is dead. That'll never happen in my life, I don't believe. But, when people were trapped in the city. And you know what? I actually saw a lot of that in the Dominican Republic for the first time when I was there for my honeymoon. There were so many Dominicans staying in the beachfront houses and condos and just Dominicans out. Dominicans doing more local stuff.
Yeah.
Are you getting
I think we've got the pandemic to thank for that, because you have a lot of people that are coming down from the city where they would normally go back to New York or, travel to different countries. They're actually making the most of their own country now, which is fabulous.
Yeah, it is fabulous. Really good to see. But there's definitely that city folk coming to the North Coast. Johan sold a piece of land, and, he really always felt he had to be in Punta Cana to sell real estate.
It's not now.
Yeah, it's changed. It's
not now. The North Coast is really taking off now. There's lots of new construction going up all of the time. And they're changing the style of the houses as well, the build. So it's becoming, absolutely. And, a lot of people like that. But then you've got both sides. Some people like the traditional Caribbean builds and others like new. But basically, we've got something to offer everybody, and all sorts of budgets as well.
Oh, my dog is doing something weird. He chewed my high heel this morning. He's gonna learn. how to live with it. You cannot change your ideals. It's a real problem.
Yeah, I have the same with mine.
So that's excellent. I love that your instinct was to rebrand during COVID. We did that at the Putnam County Business Council. It was a huge success. And, when things get stalled in one direction, there's always another direction to go in. And It just amazes me how many people are stuck, So I love that the people around me are not stuck, because it's just not.
It's also interesting because there are a lot of agents here, and we're selling very similar properties, if not the same ones, because we don't have an MLS here. Exclusive listings are quite rare. So it's trying to get yourself in front of everybody else. So you have to come up with a slightly different angle all the time.
So we can start with a couple $100,000 investment, but we would be very rich.
Yeah, we would. Yeah, but it's getting everybody else on board. That's the thing. The market's, it's very much like, oh, we've always done it that way.
You just have to convince sellers, because they will demand it. They deserve it.
Absolutely.
You can't know what property values truly are unless they're on an open market, and they're not on an open market there whatsoever.
No, they're not.
And it just kills me when I see some of the prices. I'm like, this is crazy. I would so much rather be on a beachfront in the Dominican Republic than the Jersey Shore. And it's probably a fifth of the price.
Yeah. Well, it depends what you're looking for, obviously. We've got small 1-bedroom apartments going oceanfront for 120,000, and we've got 2-bedroom villas going for the same thing that are a little more away from the coast,
right?
But still drivable. So it's a very interesting market out here. But you can still, I think the important thing is to find an agent that you trust, chat with them beforehand, find them, if you can trust somebody, then you stick with that agent, because we can all show, the properties, but it's finding that person that you trust the most.
Yeah, doing real estate there is so different. I mean, here we have national rules. There's a new, I forget what it's called. I'm the worst. But basically, you can't have a listing privately. You have to get on the MLS. You have to get on the MLS in a certain amount of days. You can't even talk about it ahead of time. It's very restricted. I forget what the rule is called, but it's national. And then in the DR, it's kind of like the wild, wild west. There's no license, no regulation, and no agency. So, I mean, there must be all kinds of redlining and, red line. I don't know. I'm using the wrong terms, but anyway, all kinds of steering. That's the word going on. Oh, you should move to Santiago.
Yeah, but this is where trusting your agent comes in. Talk to a few agents, and ask them questions. You'll soon find out who the real ones are.
I agree.
For sure. So, we pride ourselves on telling people how it is. If the house isn't perfect, we're not going to hide it. We'll tell you that this is wrong with it, that's wrong with it, and then it's your choice. But this is what you can also do to fix it and how much it's going to cost, if it's like that.
Do people do inspections there?
No, rarely. It is interesting. But having said that, it's not, once you commit to buying a house, then you do need to employ the services of a lawyer. So, once you've put your offer letter in, then the lawyer gets involved. The lawyer does the due diligence, so make sure that the title's correct, that the plot survey, land survey is all in order. There's no liens against the property or anything like that. So, although it might sound like the Wild Wild West, there are protections for buyers once it gets to the lawyer stage, for sure.
Yes, I remember. It was very interesting. I bought my place sight unseen. So I bought mine online. And because people, at the beginning of the pandemic, people were like, well, would you buy a house without seeing it? I'm like, I did. So, and mine, you didn't get to see what mine looked like. It was covered with bugs, those little wood-eating bugs, and filled with dust-covered stuff, like head to toe. So that's why when I was there this last time and I got those the last things out of the closet, I was like, yes, completely.
It looks great.
It looks
great now.
It looks a lot better. And then now I'm happy for the first time. I think I made a good investment. I never did it as an investment, which is another interesting thing, how so many people only approach real estate as an investment. No, it is a huge part of your personal life. So it's not always about the return. It's really about
a lot of the inquiries that we're having at the moment. You know, we always ask, what's your plan for your property? Are you going to come and live here? Are you going to semi-retire here? Or do you want it purely as an investment opportunity? Before, like you say, a lot of people were saying it was for an investment. But now a lot of people are saying, well, yes, I'd like to rent it out when I'm not there, but I want to use it. My plan is to retire down there. So, you know, you're looking at different things altogether there. But it is interesting how things are changing. I think people want their little place in the sun now, which is good for us.
It is good for us. Yeah. And it wasn't a good investment. There were so many rentals available. But that's sort of changing, you know. A lot more inquiries. I'm getting a ton of inquiries through Home Exchange. Huge tip, everybody, if you don't know about Home Exchange. So when I bought my condo in the DR, so let's get to the success portion of this conversation. So obviously your success was having that bandwidth, I guess, or the inkling, or the decision to rebrand. My dog is going crazy. Rebrand during COVID, right? Yeah. And so you could say it's because of the market, but I say it's because you decided to focus on it and things switched, and that's huge.
And so it all happened very quickly. Very quickly. We've got everything up and running maybe in 3 months. You know, we're advertising locally, nationally, and internationally now. So
yeah,
excellent.
Yeah. So when I made the decision, when I got the opportunity, well, I made a decision that I wanted to buy something in the DR, and I was hoping I would be able to get financing. And you know, financing is not, you know, traditionally there like it is in the UK or in the USA. So I got this opportunity for owner financing, and I had to come up with $10,000 a month for like half a year. And I didn't even have $500 in the bank. And that was it. I said, I'm doing it. And I did. And that place will be paid off this year. And that was the first part of my 7-year plan. So the 7-year plan ends this year. And pretty much everything that was on that plan has come to fruition. Maybe a little bit different. Finding a husband and having a happy marriage and all of that was on that plan. So what you focus on is what comes true and through in life. Yeah.
You're the only one that can make something happen for you. Nobody else can do that. You can have little helping hands along the way, but really it's down to you.
And your decision.
Yeah. So hot off the press this week, we're now working with an agent in Punta Cana as well. So we're spreading our wings a bit now. So
my God.
Really great news.
That's huge. Wow. Yeah. Congratulations. I'm going to have to run a little bit early because we've had a crazy morning, and my dog is acting crazy. But I love you, and I wish you all the success. And I know that I'm going to bring you back on the show a year from now, and we'll see where you're at.
Okay. Thank you so much. And thank you for all your help too, Jen, because you've been amazing.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Friends are for.
Absolutely.